I want to begin with the fire department this morning. Chief Hefner, and you want to bring up...
Come on, gentlemen. Doctors, come on up.
Folks, and the... Great. Come and tell us what's happening here and the gifts that are being made.
What we have here is, let me go back a few months. Back in late 2012, Delphus Animal Hospital, I believe it's owned by Dr. Bonnie and Dr. John Jones, made an offer of pet resuscitation equipment, masks for pets, put on our fire trucks so we can resuscitate animals in case of a fire. In all frankness, I was a little skeptical, but it was a free item, so I said, okay, we'll take it. So bottom line was, they made the purchase, donated these to the fire department. We got the equipment put on our fire truck January 2nd. On January 3rd, we had a house fire, structure fire, where our men pulled the dog out, resuscitated the dog using the equipment that was provided. So what I've got here is two of our paramedics, Justin Kavalauskas and Toby Atkinson, who performed the work, and also the two doctors here. And I think they're going to present us with some more equipment we put on our additional engine. So let me give them a chance to say something, and because they know more about what happened. Come on, Toby.
You're never afraid for a word.
Never afraid, okay. A typical house fire that morning, snowy and icy, made entry into the home, a little bit of fire in the back. We were told by the chief in charge that there was, all the people were out. There was a pet that was supposed to be in the basement somewhere. Myself and Lieutenant Rich Reif made entry into the basement under heavy smoke conditions. Stumbling around, we did come upon the dog, a white lab named Cola. The dog was then carried outside the rear of the structure. It was called, firefighter Kavalauskas called for the pet bag that held the donated masks, laid the dog down and began oxygen therapy. After a short amount of time, the dog responded very well, and we went back to the firefighting activities and left the dog in the care of the ambulance service that was there. But they finished it up okay, and the homeowner took the dog off and went to a neighbor's house, and everything went well. So.
I've been dealing with Dr. Bonnie. Could you come up? Tell us how this got started.
Sure.
I'm curious.
This is a cooperative program, excuse me, with the Ohio Veterinary Medical Association. They actually approached the veterinary membership and said, would you be willing to do this 50-50 program? So we provided half the funding, and then the OVMA matched it. And probably the best day of my life was when Chief Hefner called and said it had actually been used successfully. So we had already donated kits to our local fire departments, including Delphus, American Township, and Spencerville, and knew we wanted to reach further, and so had given one to Lima as well. And then Chief Hefner proceeded to say, well, you know, we really could use two more. And what I knew at that time was there was just enough funding for two more kits. And so I called the OVMA right away and said, boy, I could sure use those. And so here we are today with two more to present.
Present the guys.
Thank you.
And there's also, in the works, we have purchased, they provided more funding. The OVMA was able to get more funding. So I don't know how many dollars they have left, but we have also purchased 3 more, which we plan to donate to Kalida, Fort Jennings, and Ottoville Fire Departments. So we're hoping to get us covered circumferentially, but it's been a great program. So glad you can use it.
Thank you very much.
So once again, I just want to say thank you to the Delphus Animal Hospital and the doctors for their donations. Thank you.
Very good.
You're very welcome.
Thanks for thinking about us.
Gentlemen, thank you. Doctors, appreciate you thinking of us very much.
We'll get those on the trucks today.
Also, this morning, Major Swigert is here, along with folks from the Lima Police Department, to make some introductions. New police officers recently hired for the department. Major.
Thank you, Mayor. Morning, everyone. We're very pleased this morning to be here to introduce the 4 newest members of the Lima Police Department family. A couple of them come to us from pretty significant distances away, but very strong local community ties. These 4 officers bring us to a strength of 77 sworn, one of which is on an extended military assignment. Scott Ludicky. Scott he graduated from St. Mary's Memorial High School in 2007, has his associate's degree in law enforcement from Rhodes State College. Before his employment with Lima Police Department, he was full-time with Salina Aluminum Precision Technology and part-time with the Cridersville Police Department. Edward Short comes to us from Carver High School in Columbus, Georgia. Mr. Short is a member of the United States Marine Corps for 12 years and is now serving as a member of the Army Reserves. He was enrolled in Rhodes College, majoring in electrical engineering. Before his employment with LPD, he worked part-time for FedEx and DTR in Bluffton. Benjamin Thompson graduated from Elyria Catholic High School in 2007. He has a bachelor's degree from Defiance College in criminal justice and received his Ohio Peace Officers basic training from the Lorain County Community College Police Academy. Before joining LPD, he interned with the Defiance County Sheriff's Office during his senior year of college. And lastly, Stephen Torres graduated from Juan Diego High School in Draper, Utah in 2006. He attended the College of Eastern Utah in Price, Utah, where he did his undergraduate study with an associate's degree in science and received a bachelor's degree in sports science from Bluffton University. The 4 are currently finishing their 4-week in-house training with LPD. The 2 that have their certification with OPATA, Ohio Police Officers Training Academy, will begin their field training 19 weeks here shortly, where they'll ride with their field training officers and rotate through the shifts. That would be Officer Ludicky and Officer Thompson. The other 2, Officer Short, Officer Torres, will begin after a stint with us with report duties, the Ohio State Highway Patrol Basic Academy in March, and we'll complete that in June. So we're very pleased to have these officers with us, and we look forward to hopefully years and years of service to the Lima community.
Gentlemen, any comments?
I would just like to thank the City of Lima for giving me the opportunity to be a part of this department. Law enforcement is something that has interested me for a while, and to be able to do it close to where I live has been awesome. I mean, I'm really looking forward to getting out there in the community and giving back any way that I can. Thank you.
I also would like to thank the City of Lima, Chief, and everyone that was involved in the hiring process. It's been my dream to be a full-time officer, and I look forward to having a great career here. It's going to be a wonderful opportunity for me and my family, and I want to thank everyone again for the opportunity.
And to reiterate on that as well, I'd like to thank the City of Lima, Mayor, for this opportunity. Obviously, me being the oddball, not even from Ohio, I just want to thank Ohio for actually accepting me into the state and allowing me to serve you as well as I did for our country. Thank you.
I also would like to thank the City of Lima for the opportunity. It's been a goal of mine to become a police officer, and I look forward to making the community a safer place to live.
Great. Thank you all. Where is Draper, Utah?
That is a suburb of Salt Lake City.
Suburb of Salt Lake.
Yes, sir.
Great. How come they look so young?
They are.
Well, 3 or 4 of them are very young.
All right. How come I look so old? I understand that's the obverse of that. So it's good to have you all join the ranks of the LPD, and we're looking forward to having you all out on the street helping the rest of the team. And I believe that's all that we have for today, but we will break down for interviews. Thank you.